playing Pacific Drive. I bought the digital and possibly 100 will be joining us for some commentary later on, but I'm going to go ahead and hear them. This is episode 1, Pacific Drive. I've already played 13 hours just to get like a baseline, what's going on. I got about, and it's just going to be a nice calming run. Nice, easy, nothing too hard. So there's some customization where you can customize a bunch of different things, like the accessibility, the vision. There's also some gameplay where, like, if you don't want, say, like penalties for failing a run or certain player damage, if you just don't want to take damage, be easy or hard. Do you want? It'll be alright. But will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I don't know what exactly I will be doing for my difficulty. I might turn down my brightness slightly because I did have it really high because I just didn't really want to have super dark nights. But past that, my settings are pretty much basic. I just upped the brightness slightly and turned up the sensitivity. Let's get started. So, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear me over the music, but from the little intro, this is going to be like kind of like a solving mystery type game. It's mostly to... Yeah, it's a trip, Arnold, I promise. I will be responding to live chat as well as my friend's commentary whenever they join eventually. I have no clue how the audio levels are looking. I know that the music is extremely loud, but we have wipers. If you are playing on PC, I'm sure you can just swap it yourself. But for me, I like seeing the little raindrops just fly. We also have headlights with our left on D-pad. Of course, you're driving with triggers, steering with your left stick, looking around with your right stick. Oh, I also increased my FOV a little bit, simply because I didn't want it to be setting like this, which you can zoom in and see. I promise you, after you get out of this section, you get a choice on how loud the music is. So if you can't hear me, I apologize. So, seems like this character, we don't have a name for him just yet, is just going to have like a little trip. Obviously he knows that whatever happened inside has never been disclosed. Oh, I'm glad that I've made a beard. But they just covered it up basically. Everybody pulled out and never talked about it. So now you hear some interference with the radio. So let's see what exactly is going on. Got some warning signs. Finally, I can hear myself think. Seems like he has some little notices. Boxes here, obviously some clothes, a little bit of planks in the back. This guy might not even be trying to really get into the place, but he's just trying to see what's going on. Another warning sign. So the road is blocked. Seems like we're taking a detour. Yet another warning. Can't quite make out what it's saying. But let's continue. Rocks. Oh, this car is not doing good off-road. I cannot turn very well. Look, we got some anomalies, some rips in the universal plane, maybe. Oh, okay. Let's not run into them though. Let's just try to stay on this road and not die. Got lots of weird things going on. Whoa. Oh. Oh, I'm out of gas. No. Oh, shit. Such a beautiful game. This game is so beautiful. We got a floating fucking tire here, bud. God damn. Door. Oh yeah. Engine. So you don't want to be sitting in this. It's some dust. If I recall correctly, I think there's a hood. Bad cancer causing stuff. You don't want to sit in cancer radiation. Arnold, welcome to the party and the commentary.
Hey. How you doing?
Hello, Arnold.
I was not paying attention for most of the beginning part there because the game was going on.
That's all right.
Something about a radio, it glitched out. You're talking about the inside of your car.
Indeed. I'm just trying to build up to what this is, because there's really nothing to really talk about once you're...
Someone out there? Hello?
It already looks interesting.
Never mind. Francis, the radar's acting up again. You were supposed to tune up this piece of junk years ago.
Now we have a radio, and I can turn it on and off. But this is our car that we'll be using. Nothing seems to be around here. let's keep on going.
Yes, it's back. It's back. This is Tobias Barlow and Francis Cook, located in mid-zone Sector B. Do you read me? I'm picking up your distress signal in the outer zone. It looks like you're somewhere around Sector E. Hey, Francis, come here. Yes, it's urgent. Leave that interferometer alone for a second. Something is out there.
Seems a little squirrely on this mud.
Hey, we got a live one. Hey, do you copy? Hello?
It's my radio. I don't have a responder to talk to them.
They don't have a transmitter.
Fuck.
We won't hear a thing back.
Huh.
Now we gotta get some gas.
Could they mean?
Okay.
So there's a small fuel pump here. Do not lose this thing. Don't ask me how I know how it's definitely a doozy to grab.
And if we don't get them to safety, this one won't either.
Gas.
That's a good point.
Hey, so
You're
far,
in serious danger. The instability's closing in, and it's going to scramble you quicker than beef in a blender. The closest shelter is a few miles east. Get there however you can, and be quick about it.
Oh, you know what's smart? I forgot to put gas in the gas.
Weight reduction.
Yes, weight reduction is the reason why this is. We got some more cancer-causing chemicals out in the water, making the frogs gay. We gotta get the hell out of here.
Whoa, wait, hold the phone. There it is again, that flip on the spectrometer. I've seen that waveform before, but where? No kidding. Could it be?
Oh, squirrely bastard.
There hasn't been one in decades.
Look at that spectral fingerprint and tell me that doesn't match the remnants exactly.
I don't got a door.
What we should be looking at is how fast this creature seems to be moving.
Huh. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say they're going about the speed of...
So I guess they're just calling me Breacher. They're not gonna call me the name, anything. But I'm invisible, so it's okay.
Holy cripes! No one's had working wheels in here for ages. Boy, I'd kill to know how a combustion engine's still chugging away out there.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, the Breacher needs to get to safety. Then we can look into whether that car is a remnant or not.
In my heart of hearts, I already know. They're back, baby.
So, the little, like, hitting stuff is very loud, for me at least. I need to turn down the settings, but it'll be alright. So,
I think I heard the breaking of the branch.
There we are. Hell yeah, we made it to the garage. There goes my wheel. See that shit?
Hold on.
Get this fucking wheel back on.
What's the body saying up there?
I don't know.
At least it came with
You've got 5 seconds to get the hell out before I... Ow! My head. Emergency
Can't do much right now.
Hello, attention. This message is for Dr. Ophelia Turner. Send a preacher to your garage on a official zone business. Now, we have it on very good authority. This person is in possession of a remnant. A car, and,
the remnant thing. She's not gonna care.
right, like I said, super official zone business. Protocol, demands that you keep them alive until we can get them to safety. Now, if you do not comply, I will occupy this broadcast channel with a recitation of the entire collection of poems I've personally written, and 10 years and 17 volumes, and...
Tell the doctor's voice cuts like a nail gun to the skull.
little stormy.
Is it that dash there? People just put something on top of that middle section.
How do you outsiders not understand that Arda didn't build that 300-meter wall out there for fun? Unless the unfortunates got zapped through.
Makes sense.
Wait,
Okay,
I
we'll
just
give it a hug going.
remembered. I don't give a damn why or how you got here.
It's asking me to put it on a checklist to make a crude door.
To get the hell out of
Put it
my
here.
zone.
I'm gonna make 2.
Unfortunately, the barrier wall is as fortified against breaches trying to get in as it is against anyone or anything trying to leave. We have to find you a way out. So you might as well start by fixing up that car. Just don't break anything in my shop with those soft hands of yours.
So they've given me a pry bar, which I can use to open the back of this, as well as
Probably need a five.
open this. And this is a friendly dumpster. Has the essentials in it. Let's get saved to gather some scrap. Oh, I have a scrapper already, which I can break down this car, make it scrap. And my recommendation for anybody that is watching this game for tips is to break down this car every time you come back to base, because it will respawn. All this stuff will respawn after every single mission. It's very, very useful. Also, so these 2 electronic things give us electronic pieces, which is extremely important for later crafting. We do not want to be missing out on this. Give me one moment, guys. I cannot deal with this sound. Yeah, I just can't hear. There we are.
Those old TVs.
Now I can hear. So I can pick up all these little scrap pieces, which will end up in my backpack, which I have a very limited space.
Okay.
So I can move these things around by using my trigger and my D-pad. And I can move this in here, but I'm not going to. It fits perfect right there. We also have lockers where we can put this into.
Menu. Gonna be a minute.
Sadly, Arnold is dealing with a slight delay, but if he has any questions, I will definitely answer them for you.
Okay. What is this game like? The gameplay of it? Like, what is it? Missions,
Gameplay
survival.
Arnold is to go out with your car, get a energy sample, come back, and upgrade your car.
What are the enemies like?
The enemies are just anomalies. It's more road hazards.
Okay.
So this crew panel is just too busted to really do anything with, so I'm just going to drop it and scrap it. If things are just too broken to be repaired, and if they're super bad things like this crew door or something, just don't even deal with it. So it's asking me to use the repair putty, which I will use on the more important items, like the steel panel. Steel is very good early game, and I recommend you guys to use putty on your steel if you only have crude or access to crude. Now, since this is a crude door, I don't want to use it. Since this is a wheel, I'm not going to use it. This wheel actually needs a mechanics kit, which you can scan. Oh, I don't have the scan ability yet. search for crucial items. Oh, critical items in the dumpster. So it's telling me to keep on looking in the dumpster, and it'll spit out more. Perfect. They gave me a new crew panel, which I'm very happy about. One has a little bit more health. I don't really want to use the putty, but I'm willing to because it's forcing me to. But it's basically just showing you that this is what you can upgrade. Let's use some of this headlight. This headlight's extremely important because there's nothing just yet that you can make that would be just as good.
Okay.
Alright, I think everything's set for that. Now it's asking me to fix the flat, which I need to scan. It's going to teach us about the scan ability. Be your left. So that one needs a mechanics kit. And this one needs a sealant kit. So mechanics. I'm going to fix the loose wheel first because I have a spare in here, which what I can do is I can take this one off. Just gotta drop the tire. Take this off. Pick this up. Put it on. Fix the flat. And this summer tire, I will scrap. Now the summer tire is actually better than the spare, but for right now I do not need to worry about it because I will be fast-paced unlocking the better tires, because tires are extremely important, probably the most important upgrade you can get early game, in my opinion.
Good to know.
So I just unlocked the mat, which will allow me to craft on the go. I have more boxes to have some storage back here.
Prototype of mine in the garage. The ARC device. Hook it up to your car,
This
wherever
is going to be very, very important because this is going to be your map and your gauge to get home. So this gauge right here on the right-hand side, see that little line? That's how much energy you need to have the energy beam to teleport you back home. And that energy to the top is what's going to eventually go into here, and there's going to be an upgrader to upgrade this shop. So it's going to be extremely important to eventually upgrade all this junk. So, get a crew bumper. And that's all I can do for right now. Let's quickly these two. Put all of this in the locker. So these items, the yellow items, are your repair materials, which will be very useful in whenever you're in missions. So make sure you do not forget about them and you bring them along.
Okay.
Now, if you leave them here at the shop, that's cool too, but if you're out in the roads, it's going to be very difficult to repair something. So it's asking me to, it's making me have a checklist, which will be either on me or in the car trunk. Actually, no, it's asking me to put it in the car trunk. Okay, so they want my backpack completely empty, so they want to put road flares in there too. Alright, I am ready to go. Apparently they say that I'm fine. They want me to grab a blueprint for the gear. Blueprint for the impact hammer. They also want to show you how to use the fuel nozzle, which will fill up this gas can. Or not the gas can, but the gas cap.
Yeah.
Also, you can fill up your fuel can with it. It's very important that you do this early game because you do not have you have the best fuel economy with this engine, the carbureted, but you want to have extra gas on you because it is very important. You also need to flip this lever every time you're about to go to fill up your battery. Your battery is right here on this like little 50 out of 50, and then your gas gauge is right here, right beside your wipers.
Okay.
This is your tachometer. No, not tachometer. A radiation detector thing. There's a certain word for it, but I forget it this current time. Geiger counter. Thank you, Arnold. If it is flickering very slightly, then it will be 2,500 radiation. That does like tick damage to you. If it's yellow, it does tick damage to the car, as well as 3,500 to your person. If it is red, it is doing 5,000 radiation, which is extremely bad to your car and yourself. If you are missing a door and or a if you're missing a door or window, the radiation will seep through the car and hit you. So if it's at 2,500, it will attack you. So you want to have all your doors and windows and panels.
Okay.
A mile of grass can turn into 10 miles of swamp in the blink of an eye, and it does. Constantly. It's caused by something we call instability. We're completely surrounded by it, and once you've watched it chew through entire mountain ranges, you'll understand that you don't want to get anywhere near it.
Instability.
We can only survive in here within pockets of stability.
Sorry, I'm just letting them listen to Oppie, so I don't talk over her.
That's what you're seeing mapped on the route planner. If we're going to find you a way out of the zone, you'll need to build a new antenna. Until then,
Basically, what she's talking about is whenever you research a location, it will tell you it's peaceful, what's there, what you've already scouted, and the time it takes to get there. But let's get going. Let's go. I know I'm not perfectly prepared because we do not have a door, but it will be a-okay.
That's the first run, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be the first run. I will actually gain materials there and build it out in the field. Also, there's a radio here, which
that's good.
Will let you listen to music, which is pretty good. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. I will probably play it.
Well, it's playing on the stream, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it just chill. If you do not have a door or door is open, there is a small indicator right here on your dash that tells you that there's a door open. And you'll eventually get special abilities, which you can link to your controller or keybinds. There is a small dash right here, which tells you the health of certain items. It's saying that I do not have a trunk, I do not have a back right panel, I do not have a left front headlight, and a left front panel. So, once you've scouted out location, you can still choose to either go there or go somewhere else. I'm going to go there because it's my only option, but let's go. Alrighty. So make sure you turn off your ignition and park your car whenever you are done. So if I turn off my ignition right now, but don't park my car, I'm still rolling down the hill. So you want to park the car as well, then get out.
First on the list is plasma.
But let's keep going.
Look for a research trailer or a
This right here shows you your location. You can zoom in with your left trigger or right trigger, and then hit X to put down a ping. I don't need a ping at this moment, but it will be okay. Let's go. So right here is some plasma generators, and like I was telling you earlier, you see how there's a small little like blip, meaning that there is some radiation here. So let's just move a little bit forward. No more radiation. Perfect. Let's go. So I need an impact hammer, what it's telling me, to break these. So let's go check right back here. What do I need for an impact hammer? I need 2 gears, a gas cylinder, and scrap metal. What do I need for gears? I need scrap metal. Okay. So I will grab my scrapper, which I will keep on my inventory from now on, as well as like pry bar.
Won't even be there the next time the instability scrambles the area. So loot to your heart's content. Just loot away.
And like Oppie is saying at this current moment, loot as much as you want, because there will never be a repeat of a same. You will, unless you mess with your settings can actually cancel the replenishing of the loot. But for us, it hasn't messed with any of the settings, difficulties. If you mess with the difficulty settings, you will not unlock the what's it called? The trophies. So be mindful of what you are affecting in your settings.
Okay. So I can make it more difficult, then I just lose on the trophies. Okay.
If you make it more difficult, I don't know. But if you make it more easy, you definitely do.
Okay.
I will definitely make it more difficult in my third playthrough.
Yes, I was hoping to go another decade.
I'll say this game already looks pretty cool.
So I've junked out this car, and it showed me that I'm needing a gas cylinder still. Look at your to-do list. So if I open up this, which I can't because it's locked, can I pry it? No, because I don't have an electrician's kit. If I had an electrician's kit, I could open up that door. Over here, I seem to have, yes I do, a locker here that has a gas cylinder. So, and chemicals. Chemicals are also extremely important. Make sure you are picking those up as you see them. Another scrapper. Perfect. RNG is king right now. Alrighty. Let's go over here and grab back hammer. Oh, I need 2 gears. 1, 2. Impact hammer. It's already in my auto slot. So this one is powering that door, so if I knock this off, that door will open. So now this door, never mind, I lied to you. It is not open. Eventually you will get a, what you would call it, a vacuum to vacuum out the light bulbs. But for this current moment, I do not have it, so I will be just scrapping them for the materials. Also, if you hit the right location, you can actually scrap 2 things at the same time. Just a little pro tip to save a little bit of time, because you only have a certain amount of time in zones before they collapse, which is extremely dependent on what you're doing. If you are grabbing the arc devices and getting the energy really quick, then you will not have very much time. But if you just chill and then you grab them at the very last second, then you will have the maximum amount of time in the safe zones. Or I should say the stable zones. Now, another thing to think about is if you didn't turn off your gas and your ignition, I should say, you would be wasting gas right now, and you would need to go collect more, but because my engine is off, I am not worried about how much time I'm taking. I can loot every little thing. Also, you do not have to use your scrapper to get through things. You can hit your square button, or your alternative, depending on your keybinds, to just kick things, because you have a kick button. You can kick obstacles out of the way if you don't want to hit them with your car. Keeps your life easy peasy. And as you can tell, Oppie does not like the 2 other guys. So if you want to listen to him, he will patch himself in at certain times. And all of your transmissions are recorded. If you miss something, you can always play them back. Alright, time to get more plasma and keep on going. So we got another house here. So for this, yellow, so we need to use a pry bar. This thing up. Let's scan the container, because we haven't scanned containers. We need to scan everything. I kind of forgot to do that. Scan our wheels.
So what's the scanning for?
If you scan things, you will eventually be able to unlock different items later.
Okay.
So you need to scan every single anomaly you see, which I can actually hear one. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you can see it right there. So that is an abductor, and you can open your logbook, see what the abductor does. So it just said a bunch of things, but basically, my summarization of it is: if it sees you, it will grab you, and if it sees you, I say like it will steal things from you. Go steal like parts off your car. It will steal your like item you're holding. It's kind of scary. So I could break that down for steel. Actually, I will. I'm not gonna. I need steel at this point. I wouldn't normally break this down because steel doors take forever, but I don't have a way to make steel at this current time, and steel is somewhat important. I need to buy. Eventually, you will be able to get a item called a Liberator, which will be able to break off these items, and you can repair them and put them onto your car. Instead of having crude things, you automatically have steel, which would be very, very interesting and cool. Also, a vacuum makes picking up this so much easier and efficient. I need rubber from the tires. Don't worry about breaking your scrapper. Your scrapper is probably the most cost-effective thing to break because it is so cheap to make. I will show you now what I mean. Scrapper is only scrap metal and plastic. You will get that from basically 2 doors. So as long as you scrapped 2 doors with your scrapper, you have made it again. And you will find so many of them in boxes that you'll never be in need of a scrapper.
Okay.
Let's keep on going. If you hold your enter door button, you will open the door instead of just getting into it, which is what I just did right there on accident. But as soon as you get into it, it automatically shuts because it's a quality of life thing.
Yeah.
These are anomalies as well. These little like anomaly towers. The Spark Tower, if you read about it, says it shocks you. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and read. Basically, what you want to do is you want to time it as soon as it's done lightning bolting the ground. I did not time that correctly. You want to get in here and get it. Pretty simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It will actually destroy the panels here, which will save you time if you're trying to scrap everything. Because it's so early in the game, I need to just scrap everything, sadly. I can't really miss out on things. Also, don't be afraid to walk away from your car. Your car is fine if it's not being attacked by an anomaly, of course. So just keep on moving and you will be safe. Just the only issue whenever you run away from your car is just your inventory space. That's the biggest drawback. And if things go south, trying to escape is a little bit more difficult. But if you guys saw, I timed it, so every time I saw that lightning was finished, I ran in, and I only suffered 8 points of damage, 9 points of damage, which is extremely efficient at this time. If I just eat a single canned food, which I have on me, I will be 100% healed. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's put all this in here. And even though I don't have that on me, it's considered part of my inventory because it's inside the car. I will craft a crude panel, put that on my trunk. I now have a fully functional car minus 2 fairings. Now, if you do not have the radiation and damage to the vehicle will hit your engine. If you break your engine, it is extremely, extremely, extremely expensive to replace. I recommend you always having all of your panels intact and of use. So there is a crossroads here, so let's see on the map what is what. So on to the left we have some more buildings, and then if we continue straight we go to the main objective. I want to do a little bit more looting, and you get to opt in to conversations with them. This is a tourist. They are amazing. Do not run into them because he's a pedestrian. He gets the right of way, aka you hit him, he will explode on your face. Don't do that. Might be fun in the bedroom, but it's not fun when you're driving. I'm hilarious. Anywho,
Definitely.
just don't hit people, don't hit anomalies, keep your car intact, and you'll be okay. They do throw things at you, but the things they throw at you are very useful. Like, they throw plastic, they throw electronics at you. If you shoot them with a flare gun or throw a flare at them, they will explode, but they also have very interesting materials if you're able to break them safely. They have a certain crystal, which will be important for later. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth it to just break them every time you see them. But if you are extremely, extremely desperate, you can. You also need to make sure that you are scanning them when you see them, though, so that everything is a-okay for your upgrade tree. So let's go down here, loot a little bit, and then we can swing around. Another abductor here. We saw his pathing, so we can just continue to go left, and we will not be spotted. Oh, we have another anomaly. Perfect. So let's go ahead and park up right here. We have 2 cars, it seems. So let's scan the car. Make sure we have it in our thing. We have another anomaly called a pothole. So I'm not going to break down these entire cars. I feel like I'm taking too much time as is. I'm going to continue with the main game. Just quickly loot these trunks. Let's see about looting this one house completely, and I will be set. Where, oh where, Monfrere is the entry. There it is. Oh, I broke the... Sadly broke our pry bar, so I need to go make another. So I run back to my car. If you look in your top left corner of your screen, you will actually see a small compass pointing to your car. Give me a pry bar, please. Shut that. Grab the pry bar. Wait for him to leave. And then continue to move. These guys are not very scary, you just have to know how to deal with them and why they attack. This game doesn't hold your hand, and it doesn't particularly tell you how to do everything, but if you just have an observing eye, and you think in why did this happen type of statements, you will understand this game very well. If you're like, okay, my car went to the left really suddenly whenever I interacted with this anomaly. Next time I interact with that anomaly, maybe I should just hold the right hand stick and try to just keep going right, even though it's going to push me left. And that's just how you deal with certain things. So let's get into this car. Let's mark the objective. And as you see here, we can go back and go to this house and go around. But since there is a topographical map, you can also see if I just continue straight, I can go up this hill and go to the objective. So that is what I will be doing. Just continuing straight, not worrying about the small change in elevation. We have another anomaly here, as well as a gas station, it seems. At this gas station, I'm assuming there will be gas. Yes, there's a gas pump there. You can use that on longer missions if you've ran out of gas, or you've just forgot to turn off your engine at one point, and you need to... So, you see how this is powered by multiple generators? This is going to not power off as soon as you kill the first one, so I will be taking some hits here. It is important to try to mitigate the amount of time you spend on these, but if you are decent and have good luck, you will not die. I personally have never died yet. I do not know what will happen once I die. Make sure you scan all anomalies, including the ones that don't seem threatening to you, because you might not see them later, and it is important to do that. We have another dumpster back there, it seems. I have a accessibility thing on to have high visibility loot on, which shows me that this dumpster is lootable, as well as some things in here. Now, this is not on by default. You can play the game not realizing some things are lootable just by not having your accessibility on, but I am doing this for a video, and it makes my life 1,000,000 times easier. So I'm heading back to my car, not forgetting to put away my loot, and if I recall correctly, I need 2 panels. One panel for here. One panel for here. And I need a crude headlight, but since I already have a headlight and a bumper to protect it, I am not going to be making one. I will not waste the materials. I will just make a headlight later. And I will use repair putty to continue to upgrade, or not upgrade, keep my headlight alive. It seems like my left-hand tire and my back left tire, including my back right tire, are the only tires that are slightly damaged out of the set, but I will be moving on eventually. So like I said, we have our thing right here. So right here, I could run through this and cause a slight amount of damage, or again, I can hop out, tap square, and just clear out the obstacle and continue moving on. Daisy. Nothing too serious. I think because this is a story mission and there isn't any anchors to grab just yet, you can spend an infinite amount of time in this zone. But I am not going to sit here and risk it. I will try to keep this video condensed and to the point. We have another little thing, nothing in the trunk. Not gonna worry about it. Just go up here. These tires do not do well off-road, but it will suffice for what I need them to do at this current moment. Engine as usual. Grab this. It's asking you to grab this broadcast transmitter.
Time to get moving. The instability's ticking up by the second. But you can't get back the way you came. The instability makes all routes one way. And that's where my arc device comes into play. It'll get you back to the garage, but it needs to be charged first. And to do that, you'll need anchors. Take a look at the arc device display. It maps all anchors in the nearby area. Find an anchor and feed it to the arc device to charge it. But don't you worry your pretty little head about how it works. You'll be out of here soon, so there's no reason to learn more about limb technology than you need to know.
Also, a fun little detail, if you are standing underneath of your door, you can smack yourself on the head for a point of damage. Alrighty. So now we have arc connectors here. This biggest one will give us the most amount of energy. I'm going to grab this one, then this one, and then I think I might just leave. I don't need these two, but I probably will grab this one, and then if there's a detector down here, I'll just grab that. But let's head to here, which will be back the way we came. How's the drop off looking? Not too bad. I can just drive off. So we can do some cliff diving, which this isn't too bad. Make sure you're tapping the brake as necessary. And we are through. It's nice to shave off a little bit of time. Have a test.
Look, I keep thinking, the way you're helping our friend here right now
moving off.
seems positively helpful. Nice. Seems like me. You're looking to turn a new leaf or something?
The only thing I want to look at is a 12-year-old whiskey. And the back of this breecher's head when I
If
sent
you
them
look at
packing.
them, they will not
Isn't it
move.
worth taking a detour
You
to
keep
run
your
just a tiny
eyes
little
off
test?
of them, they
Can't think of a
will
worse way to
eventually
spend
get
my
into the way.
time.
Please.
Or just
I've
move it
seen you
around, you
manipulate
should say.
waveforms with your right hand and knock back a double with your left. Or am I to understand you?
Is that you won't shut the hell up until I test this remnant.
So I'm going to sit
Yep.
right here.
Fine, stop
this
crowding my
off.
frequency.
What? Wait, really? Poppy, darling.
Now,
you never
tip for
came
here
in this
is to keep your
easily.
door open so you have
What's going
easy
on?
access to your ARC device.
Yes?
How have you not thrown him to the bunnies by now?
80 years old and only getting sharper by the day. You're a legend.
Is your ARC
Still a role
device.
I'm giving you 10 seconds to get out of
Anchor,
my...
2.5k damage.
model. Driver, good luck.
Those
Oh, are you still there?
like glowing balls of
Yes.
magic, but it's
Okie dokie, how are you enjoying it? I know I'm just talking.
Looks interesting so far.
exploded in anyone's
Okie dokie.
face.
Like the whole car mechanics, building that whole thing up.
So I just put a little bit of energy into the car, grabbing some more, and then I think I can leave after I grab these two. But I'm still going to try to
So what
just
if you
get a
get
little.
more energy than you need?
Great question. So if you get more energy than what you need, you can use it back at base and increase your link tree. That's what this energy is mostly for, is to just upgrade. And to get you home, of course, but mostly to upgrade. So, let's see here. This is saying I still have another one here, and so that's unfortunate. I have two right here, and it's making me do some cliff jumping to get to it. I could grab this and then go. Yeah, let's do it. I'll grab this real fast. I'm gonna skip this because if I grab this, it will force me to. It'll force a closure in this area. So I grab this big one for the most amount of energy and then go. All right, but yeah, it's gonna force me to go down that way. It seems past the power. All right, let's go. And we're close to half a tank, so we have plenty of gas. Plenty of time too. It's just once you start the gate closure, I don't know exactly the name for it. The place becomes a lot more violent. So just try to keep your wits about you. And this car tires are squirrely. Never a good time. Alrighty. Quick UE. Seems like I need to grab. Let's get this can. There we are. And let's continue to go. I don't know if I need to scan that. I think I do. Nope, just a quick little error. I have no clue what's the fastest way of going about this. It's a gas barrel. Or a fuel barrel, I should say. Your car might not be able to climb certain surfaces if they don't have good enough tires, but if you have your 2 legs about you, you can continue to do whatever you need to do. So let's grab this crate. So I'm sitting in radiation at this current time. A lot of it actually, but actually not too bad. A good bit, I should say, because this house is like affected by an anomaly of some kind, I think. I don't think I can scan it. Wait, it's something. Just a trash can. Okay. What's up, Mr. Tourist? But let's continue to go the fuck out of here. Another tip is if someone steals your thing, they knock it out of your hands, you won't easily be able to find it, but you can hear it if you have good enough ears. And of course you can just pick up the anchor again once you find it because of the glow. But let's go. So open, trigger, shut. So it seems it's time to go. Now whenever you click these, this entire place will collapse. But you can get all the way up to that yellow edge. So let's go over here. Just so it's a nice straight shot. Nothing serious, nothing hard. Get out of here. So I have 27 health left. And that's a small issue because if I get thrown out of the car or something similar, I could die. But I'm not going to waste a healing item whenever I know I can just go home, click a little med kit. So we have some tourists in the road. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just a pink car, okay. Try to weave in between them, not hit them. Be a nice tourist. Right here is where we're gonna go. And there is the gate opening. And
You see that glowing pillar in the sky?
see that there is... Ooh, come on now.
Yes, it looks like hot death,
Drive.
but it's
I
so
believe
much
in
better
you.
than getting scrambled by the instability.
There we are. Just keep on driving down this nice little hill. And everything will be a-okay. So we have another electrical anomaly here. I'm not going to stop and grab the plasma. I don't feel like I need it. And there's a yellow circle that is enclosing. Whenever that yellow circle encloses, everything is baked in 2.5. Once the red is, or 3.5 I think. And once the yellow is done, there'll be a red circle, which bakes everything in 5,000 radiation. And because I didn't touch it, my car hasn't really been damaged all that often. Or all that much, I should say. I think the bumper just needs a little bit of work. We are set. And like I said, this is replenished, as well as the energy there.
Oh, well. You're alive.
So you want to drive until you're connected.
Get you that gateway wood.
Turn off the engine.
Did I not mention that you're the first human I've sent through that thing? I mean, there have been rodents, but it's not like it's completely untested. But
Yeah, she's
anyway,
testing it on us. It's okay though.
So,
She's
you should
nice.
have made it back with everything you collected out there. That's the beauty of the gateway. It's the only way to get back with all your marbles intact. Now,
So,
take those parts you found
grab-
into the back room. I'll let you use
grab
my
all of
fabrication
this.
station. For now. That station will concoct ways for
Oh,
you to rig
what?
up anything from roof racks to flare
All
guns.
that,
Assembling an
Oh, there it
antenna
is.
with those parts you brought
Grab
back
all
should be
of this.
easy to tie, but
I
it
doubt.
requires
Oh my
a
gosh, I was
custom
gonna say, if that
science
all
magic,
fits in my inventory,
that
that's
is as many as you
insane.
can. And just because I haven't used that
And just
garage
put it
in
all in.
decades doesn't mean you can
If you're
trash
just
the place.
spamming X,
Mess up
it
my
will
limited
most
option.
likely just get rid of
So
all of
quick
the
you'll get
materials
whiplash.
in your inventory. It will eventually, or not eventually, but it might get rid of like one of your like tools, I should say, and put it in, but it doesn't like stop you. So these big locks you can't stop. So you see how it's red? You need an impact hammer to open it. Another impact. Okie dokie. So we need to install this first. Antenna. Come up here. Oh, and there is a device right there, as you guys can see. We'll be able to unlock that at a later date. It's a story mission progression. But let's quickly install this antenna. Heck yeah.
Antenna signals coming through loud and clear. Give it a moment to
Cool effect there,
initialize.
the building.
Indeed, I really enjoy it. I haven't used this yet. And I haven't used this, it basically just collects everything that you throw on the ground. It's sort of interesting. Oh, and we've unlocked a new locker. With some nice parts. So we have a hand crank, which is perfect for e-braking.
Make sure to empty your trunk before heading back out. You'll need the space.
We have the hand vac I was telling you about earlier. New bumper, I think. This crude panel. I don't think any of my panels are actually all that messed up. Yeah, I think all of my panels are full HP. Yeah, I didn't take any damage at all. So I'll just put this back in here and let it vibe. So let's start. The matter deconstructor is extremely... Ooh, how much is that? 0? Yes please. I just need the gears. Okie dokie. So it shows you how much you're carrying in your bag, how much is in your car, and how much is in different inventory spaces on the crafting bench. I can point it out more efficiently in 1 moment. So the matter deconstructor, this will deconstruct anything and everything, like these panels. So you just hold triangle for the middle button to dump, and it will destroy it for you, saving you the headache of using your scrapper. A little bit more efficient too, which I like. I don't think it actually is. It might be more efficient. I don't particularly know. Could be. Could be more efficient. So I need to go over to wheels, unlock this, which is just a blueprint, so you need fabric. Get back over here to wheels. So because there isn't a yellow indicator on it, it means I am not able to craft it just yet. But that's okay. I just need 0.4 to unlock the off-road wheel, so I will not be unlocking anything else until that moment. Ooh, actually, it's the matter regenerator. I will be getting the matter regenerator if I get a single plastic. I think I will. That was right. Oh, that's perfect. The transfer box. It's quite the efficient tool. So let's go over here, break this down.
Everything's in working shape. Dennis. I hooked up the antenna to the route planner. Give it a look after you're done peeping like Raj.
I think that is everything. Nope. So we will attach this to there. So you can grab this, sit on top. Come on. Suck up all this junk. Nice and efficiently. Speeds up your time. Keeps you from dying of boredom. I won't be using it all too often, if I'm honest with you, because I'm going to need it whenever we go into the mid zone, which shouldn't take us all too long, because I will not be wasting time. I will just be going and going and going. Oh, plastic, perfect. We got a single piece of plastic, which I needed for this regenerator. So the matter generator is a very, very important piece of this workshop. For one, it looks absolutely dapper. For two, it will repair anything you put into it while you're on the drive. So instead of using repair putty, I can just put it in there, make a new set, and continue on. But as of this moment, I don't have anything to put into it, so let's go get some off-road tires. Ooh. Anything wrong with my car? This will tell you if I have any quirks, any gas issues. We're all set. What do I need to put? I need battery jumpers. Okay. Oh, and a headlight. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay.
BS. Battery jumper and a crude headlight.
I gotta go pretty soon. Got some stuff I gotta do. But I'll say this game looks pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool. Kinda liking it.
You are good to go.
Yeah.
I'm just going to continue playing the game, to be honest.
Okay. Well, enjoy.
I might.
See ya.
I think I might make this just the end of part 1 though, because I did one mission. So this is
Yeah,
this is
about
going to be the
40
start of the
minutes, I think.
gameplay loop. The only thing that's going to happen from here is drive the car, do mission, drive car, come back, scout mission,
Okay.
which will be like this.
Alright.
Ready to make
Cool.
this remnant
So I need to scout to here. If I scout here, or if I scout here, or anything else, it's fine, because you can still go up this way. But if you don't scout the next undiscovered location, so say if I scouted like here, I wouldn't automatically be able to go to the main mission. I can only go to here. So you need to scout the mission, and you can go here and still go there, but you need to scout out this location first. Alright, have a good one, y'all.
Okay. Yep.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. I'm gonna save the game.
I did. Well, see ya.
It's a fun game, pretty cheap too. See you guys.